Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Band of Anime Reactions, and as of this recording, I have finished Season 1 for High School DxD. I changed my mind on which one I was going to complete, and I'm going to work on Rosary plus Vampire sometime next week, whenever my days off are, because I only know that I have to work the weekend. And it's closing both days, so I don't even get to spend time with Travis this weekend, which sucks. It's even worse because I'm going to have to work on Super Bowl Sunday. Though, then again, that might make it quiet at work on Sunday because most people will be watching the game. I don't know. So, maybe. Anyway, High School DxD Episode 8. Starts off with a dream of Issei's about him marrying Rias. And yeah, he wakes up, and no, that's where the dream starts off, and then at the end of it, apparently there is a dragon inside his soul, a dragon soul inside his body, or whatever you want to call it, and it starts talking to him and telling him how he hadn't heard him in the past because he was too weak then, and now he can hear him talking. And apparently it was start talking about the sacred gear and how it works or whatever, and it starts taking over his arm, and he wakes up thinking he was using it, and no, he wasn't. And he apparently ended up not being able to sleep the rest of the night, so Asya had to go and wake him up. And his friends get jealous that she essentially is staying at his house, and he has more contact with her than those guys ever did with any of the girls. Oh boy, if only they knew. If only they knew. Anyway, yeah. He ends up they essentially ask for a girl's number, and if he gives them the number, they'll give him access to a VIP location. He ends up, at the time I didn't realize this, but I think the next episode, I think it was next episode? No, I think it was still in this episode that, if it's next episode, then I'll mention it next episode, but if it's this episode, he ends up giving them the number of that guy that dressed in drag as a fairy princess, as a girl's number. And they got traumatized because of it. You gotta go pee? Yeah, Wyatt finally pee-peed in his little potty this morning. So we've been trying to get him to go use the potty. That's why I heard him. What? What? Another one, what? No, you gotta wait to go pee-pee. You've already had a piece. You get another piece when you go pee-pee in the potty. Remember? He was wanting to go a piece of candy. Go ask Grandma. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do something. Go tell Grandma you gotta go pee. No. I'm arguing with the 2-year-old. Oh my god, he wants me to get up and go to the potty. I guess get him some more candy, and I'm like, no, you gotta go pee-pee first. Oh my god, this is just nutty. Anyway, he gave him the number of the drag guy before. That kind of scarred him, and it scarred them for life. They were so scared. And yeah, their VIP location was a locker in the girls' locker room as they were getting changed. And he ends up seeing Konako getting undressed, and well, yeah, she doesn't have a very big chest, but she, well, noticed they were there and punched the locker and punched them. Don't blame her. And the girls are essentially like, why are you such a boy? And I'm like, he is a boy. He's a teenager. What do you expect? Did you pee-pee in the potty? hang on, guys. Let me go see real quick. Did you pee in the potty? I doubt it. What? I asked him, did you pee in the potty? He said, yeah. Look. No, he did not. What? He did not. Of course, I'm looking. Back in my room. I've been trying to record something and I can't do that with you in the way. And I can't have him in it because of the stupid cover law. False alarm, no he did not. Anyway, Ostia is healing him and we find out that and later, Issei accidentally walks in on Ostia taking a bath. Because he was needing a bath, and he didn't notice that she was in there, and they start talking, and he's trying to get her to just not do anything, because, she's wanting to grow a better bond with him by taking a bath together, and I'm like, no, no need to do that. And he apparently had the same idea. No, don't do that. Anyway, he's back in his room. Andreas shows up and tells him essentially that you have to take me. Wording of that phrase makes me think sex, and actually that was right. Because she essentially says that if she's ruined, then she'll be free, and I'm like, what the heck? What do you mean free? Free of what? And thankfully, this stops before it gets any further. And her brother's queen. So essentially, apparently, every head of the house has, evil pieces, not just her house. So his queen pops up and tells them that essentially, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it cuts to everybody meeting up afterwards, which made me think of, yeah, that was when his friends confronted him about the whole drag queen thing. Or fairy princess, drag queen, whatever you want to call it. And they all meet up at the club room, and we find out that Rias is engaged to another pure-blooded devil from the Phoenix family. And I was completely wrong. That was not Satan, as I thought it was. No, that was, what was his name? Riles Phoenix, and for some strange reason he refers to himself in the third person. Who talks like that? I do not know. Anyway, obviously you could tell that Rias is not happy about the engagement. She does not like him. In fact, she hates him. And she essentially tells him so that she's not marrying him. And Issei gets involved and makes fun of his name, gets him riled up, and he ends up taking a punch. And Rias agrees to the raiding game, which apparently is where two heads of house end up in a fight with their pieces, essentially their groups, and you fight to find out who's better, and show off the powers and how their people have gotten stronger and all that stuff. And apparently killings are not banned, which means that someone could possibly die if they're not careful. So yeah, that's what happens in this episode. I don't like Mr. Phoenix guy. I hate him, just like Rios does, because the guy is just he's such a douche. And the fact that he just doesn't care that Rios doesn't like him is even worse. And he even goes as far as to make out with his queen, I'm guessing, just to get a rise out of Issei, because Rios told him that the guy is dreaming of having a harem someday. And essentially tells him, you'll never have what I have. And apparently his sister is in the harem. Like, that's just gross. That's just gross. Anyway, so far, out of the male characters, besides Issei, it's... At the end of the last episode, I was like, I love Rias's brother. He's awesome. But here's hoping that doesn't change anytime soon, because we still got 3 seasons left. Anyway, I'll get to work on uploading this, and I'll see y'all next time.